Hey everybody, my name is Clair Summer. Welcome to Lumiere Tarot. I'm going to be doing a pick a card reading for you today. Welcome back to all my lovely Lumies, and a big warm welcome to you if you are new here on the channel, okay? So yes, a big shout out to everybody who has supported me in any way. I am sending you all a big hug. Thank you so much for being part of this family here on YouTube. And also I just want to take a moment to thank everybody who has donated through the energetic exchange. I am sending you all a big hug as well. Okay, so this is group 1, group 2, group 3. Today we are going to be taking a look at should I give up on this connection. So I just want to very gently and kindly just say, when you are regarding this situation for yourself and your own personal circumstances, just take a moment to reflect on whether or not you genuinely want to know the answer to the question, okay? If you're new here, I should let you know that I don't cherry pick my cards. So you know, the answer may be something that you don't want to hear. Sometimes I get a little bit of feedback saying, well, the answer was negative. Well, you know, that's the nature of it, okay? That's the nature of asking the question. So just take a moment to know if you genuinely want to know the answer to this. Should I give up on this connection? Okay, so we're looking at, say you're in a situationship and you're not sure where it's going, or maybe it's a friendship, you wanted to turn it into more of a romance, or just somebody that you've just got a bit of a frisson with, a bit of attraction, and you're not sure, you know, whether they're going to make a move towards you or what's going to happen with that, and you feel like you're investing a lot into it but not getting anything back. It may also be a non-romantic situation to do with a friendship or a family member where you feel like you're putting in a lot of effort and not getting anything back as well. Although when I was doing the meditations for the cards prior to this video, I was mainly concentrating on the idea of romantic connections, but there may still be a message here for you. Bearing in mind this is a general reading, so if you do find that it doesn't resonate with you, then remember to just feel peaceful and go out into YouTube and find the message that does resonate with you today, okay? I would ask that you use your intuition to pick from the 3 card groups today. So just take a deep breath, drop down into your body, and just pick from your intuition or your gut instinct which of the 3 groups you feel is calling to you today, and in that way you will get the best, you know, the truest reading, the best result for you today, okay? So while you do that, you might want to pause the video, but while you do that I will just let you know that I have created a beautiful collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help you raise your vibration and you know, dissolve any blocks that you have towards manifesting love and abundance and prosperity into your life. So people have been saying that they've been getting really good results with these meditations and affirmations, and that it's been really helping them to you know, make those positive changes and attract positive new opportunities into their lives, which is lovely. Okay, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this reading, please know that there may be a message here for you. But yeah, let's get on with your reading. I'll see you in a moment. Hey everybody, this is the reading for everybody who picked group number 1. So I'm going to take a look at the cards, take a look at the energies for you, and see what we have here regarding whether or not you should continue to invest in this connection with the person that you're thinking about today. Okay, so we have the Hermit card. We have 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Move those so you can see them a little bit. We have the card Body. We have 7 of Cups in the reverse. We have 9 of Wands. We have the card Throat Chakra. We have 2 of Swords. We have 9 of Swords in the reverse. We have the Death card in the reverse. We have High Priestess. You and your loved ones are safe from the Moonology deck. And the card Protection from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Okay. So I'm just taking a look at these energies for you now. I can see here, you know, your struggle with your decision with this 2 of Swords energy. You know, like, I just feel like there's a little bit of indecision in yourself and in your own energy and your own energetic field. So perhaps you're just like, you're waiting for them to make a decision. But I just feel like emotionally, you also aren't entirely sure as to whether or not you want to go ahead with this connection anyway. It's like you're not quite sure, because I think that this person is giving you some signs that are making you doubt. This is what I'm hearing, that it's making you doubt whether you want it. I see that there's an attraction here, a very strong attraction. I see that this person has shown a lot of interest in you, but there's just something about it, even though you're attracted to them, that makes you not quite sure. Okay, it could be that maybe you're worried that they've got a lot of baggage, or, you know, maybe they're nice sometimes and then, you know, a little bit nasty other times, or they're a bit hot and cold. And it's making you feel unbalanced and uneven. So I've just got this sense of like sort of an uneven landscape for you, which I think is making you struggle a little bit in yourself. So I think that your own doubts are being reflected back at the person. You know, the world is a mirror of your subconscious mind, and your own doubts are being reflected back at you from this person. Okay, because you are undecided, you are unsure. Okay, I think maybe, you know, you had a lot of dreams about, you know, it had a lot of potential with this person. I think maybe you've had a lot of fun with this person that you're thinking of today, and that you know, there's been some good times that you've had together, there's been some flirtation, there's definitely like this possibility of a relationship, or, you know, of a future together, and it was something that you dreamed of, something that you, you know, really considered, something that you spent a lot of time thinking about, you know, in your minds. I do sense that there are some, you know, that this has created like a lower vibrational energy for you in your heart space with this Nine of Swords energy. I see that, you know, this is in the reverse, but I'm just sensing that in the recent past that perhaps it's been started to be a little bit of a nightmare for you. You know, perhaps it's been dragging you down, really weighing on your mind. You know, the communication has become quite difficult. You know, maybe it was more fun in the past, and now it's gone into this space of not quite communicating and stuff like that. But I see you coming out of it and feeling better very soon. Okay, you're going to get that clarity that you need. I feel that things have become a bit muddy in your connection with this person, you know, that you haven't really understood what's been going on, and it's caused you a lot of mental confusion, a lot of emotional upset, which has really taken up a lot of your mental space. Okay, so we have this card, Throat Chakra. I do see that your person isn't speaking up about how they really feel or what they really want. I think also perhaps it is because they don't know what they really want and really feel. They can't articulate it to you. I feel that there are some throat chakra blockages with somebody in this connection, and they're not willing to speak up about the truth of what's happening. You know, there's a lot going on under the surface here, and nobody's really speaking out or connecting and communicating in that way about what's really going on. Okay, so I just see that, you know, somebody needs to speak up, somebody needs to really talk things through in this situation. I'm sensing that your person is very guarded with this Nine of Wands energy. You know, obviously there's a lot of passion in this connection, but I just feel, you know, when I see this card, that your person has been hurt in the past, you know, and that they do have baggage. They are carrying baggage with them from a previous relationship, or maybe, you know, several previous relationships. I definitely see that here represented in these cards, and that they, you know, this pattern that they have could go back all the way to childhood, and what they're doing is rehashing it into their adult relationships. But I see your person, I'm hearing the word damaged. I'm seeing that your person that you're thinking about now, and you may not be aware of this may be something in their own emotional landscape that they have, is you know, they've been quite badly hurt. They may have been abused psychologically or physically as a child, but they're carrying this hurt with them, or it could just be that they've been through a bad divorce or a bad breakup, something like this. But it's making them very wary to make this new connection, you see. And we have this Hermit card as well. So I just sense that your person is really keeping themselves to themselves. It may be that they're out flirting with people, you know, maybe that they're out dating and stuff like that, but it isn't bringing them any fulfillment. So if you see them with other people, or you see them with somebody else and you think they've made a connection elsewhere, those connections that they're making aren't you know, then it's not bringing them any fulfillment or any happiness at this time. But, you know, this may be what they're doing. Okay, but I see you getting clarity coming in with this. You're going to understand the situation better, and it's going to mean that you're able to make a positive decision for the future regarding, you know, this person and just your life in general. Okay, so with this Hermit energy, I see your person really keeping themselves to themselves. You know, they're not getting involved in anything serious, they're not looking for anything serious, and they're not willing to connect at that level. So you need to just think about, you know, whether or not you want to be involved in that, really. You know, is that something that you're looking for? I think they might want something quite surface level. You know, they might enjoy your company, they might think you're fun, they might enjoy being around you, they might want to connect with you for a hookup, but I don't see that they want to really connect with you. And it's not because you're not worthy, it's not because you're not worth it, it's not because you aren't a god or a goddess, or that you're not amazing. It's just they don't have the capacity within them at this time, the time that you're watching now, to give that to somebody else. Okay, you know, there isn't somebody else that they've got on their mind that is really significant to them. There may be somebody that's fun for them, boosts their ego, is entertaining, but, you know, with this Hermit energy, they're pretty much shut down. They may be doing some inner healing work as well at this time. But, you know, they have been hurt or damaged in the past. They are carrying this baggage with them, and it is causing them to sort of, I just had an image of a a snail going into its shell, just like, or a hedgehog rolling up into a ball or something like this. They're just keeping themselves to themselves energetically, emotionally. I'm hearing that they might be emotionally unavailable as well. Okay, so I realize this is quite painful, but I think it's good for you to know, you know, what's really going on with them and what it is that they have genuinely to give at this time. You know, there may be this attraction there may be this connection, but they haven't got this depth of feeling to really give you at this time. This is what I'm sensing. So it may be that their energy changes. You know, if you do stick around a little bit longer, their energy may change into something else, you know, because the Hermit does indicate that they're going through some sort of inner transformation. Okay, and, you know, maybe it's going to help them to really break down those barriers, break down those blocks, but it's not something that you can do for them. You know, you can't live somebody else's life for them. You know, if they've got these issues, it's something that they have to work through on their own. You can't, you know, go in there being all codependent, try and rescue them. They've got to rescue themselves from this situation. You know, I'm sensing that really due to this lack of connection, your person often feels quite lonely as well. You know, and I don't think they can work it out. I don't think they can work out that they're not really genuinely connecting with other people. It's quite a surface level thing where they're working on. I do think that over time they will work through this. But I'm not sure that it's necessarily going to be in the short term. I think it's part of their spiritual journey, and they're going to sort of wake up to this fact that they're not connecting very deeply with other people at this time. So I'm seeing that, you know, with the High Priestess, I think that you know this already in your heart of hearts. You know, I'm sensing that this is what's been feeling off for you, you know, why you've been undecided about whether or not to, you know, really pursue this connection, because there's something a little bit off in their energy, you know, that they're giving you mixed messages is what I'm hearing. And this is the reason, you know, on one hand, they like the attention, they quite like you, you know, they find you attractive, but on the other hand, they just don't have the capacity right now, the emotional capacity to really invest in a meaningful connection with you. And it's because of this past hurt that they're going through, which is something which I'm sensing is very personal to them. So, you know, what I'm seeing here with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is that there isn't a lot of happiness to be found in this. I think it will be, if you connected with them, I feel that it would feel like it was quite hard work. I feel like you would feel like you were putting in the lion's share of the work, and that you were struggling with it a little bit because of this lack of connection that we've been talking about. So I just feel with this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse that, you know, there isn't a lot of deep happiness, connection. You know, I don't feel it will be very nourishing for you to pursue this connection. I don't feel that it's in your highest and greatest good at this time. okay, with this particular person, because I just feel that this person isn't the divine selection for you. You know, I often talk about the divine selection. The divine selection is the one who has been chosen for us by God, the universe, to be our partner in this life, okay? So I'm not sensing that this person is necessarily the one for you, and it may be that you know, you do have this connection. So, you know, I do believe that you were meant to connect with them in this lifetime, that, you know, you have taught them something in their lives and they have helped you on your journey with this connection. And remember, we're just looking at the energies right now. So your person is going through a transformative process. They are changing, but they do have this, I'm hearing that they've got a heart wall which is blocking them. Excuse me, I've got a bit of hay fever. Blocking them from you know, really reaching out with deep romantic feelings, or, you know, connecting to those deeper loving feelings that they have, okay? So I feel like, you know, with the High Priestess here, she's so magical. She's saying there's more to this situation than meets the eye. You know, which is what we're looking at here. You know, there's something going on under the surface with your person, with their emotional life, which perhaps you aren't able to see. And there's more to this situation than meets the eye. You know, with the High Priestess, she's really saying, listen to your intuition at this time. I sense that your intuition has been speaking to you, and, you know, which is why you've been feeling indecisive about whether or not to invest more in this energy, okay? So, you know, do listen out for those messages from your intuition, from your gut instinct, those little niggles that you get, because they're going to guide you forward with this situation at this time, okay? And lead you back towards yourself. I feel like you've got too involved in this. And, you know, with this card body, I just feel like you need to be more grounded. So do what it takes for you to feel more grounded, more peaceful in yourself, you know, whether that's spending time in nature or journaling or doing some meditation or just doing a meditation through your chakras to get you grounded into yourself with that root chakra energy. You can imagine roots growing out of your feet into the earth, and get more grounded and centered back into you, okay? I feel that too much of your energy is leaking out regarding this situation and regarding this person, and that it's undermining your own dreams and goals now, okay? So do take your energy back. I just want to say that Virgo's energy is indicated here, as well as Scorpio and Cancerian energy, okay? I should have said that at the beginning. So these energies are represented here, but yes, so the High Priestess, you know, your angels and guides are really helping you at this time to overcome this. So I don't think you need to... The message from Spirit that I'm getting is that really you should let go of this connection, you know, and give up on it and pursue other options at this time, okay? And I just feel that that's going to bring transformation for you with this Death card. You're going to feel much better, okay? There's no need for you to feel rejected. There's no need for you to feel not good enough. This is all within your person, you know, within their own journey, and has absolutely nothing to do with you. They literally, what I'm hearing is they can't see you. You know, obviously they can see you with their eyes, but they can't see you energetically. They can't see what it is that you have to offer them, and the benefits and positivity that's in this connection. They just don't recognize it. This is what I'm sensing. So with this Death card, I see you you know, moving out of this energy, feeling much better, having a lot more options, feeling empowered again, you know, getting grounded and feeling empowered in your own energy rather than being lost in the energy of this person. And this may create the space that they need to come towards you, okay? But that's something that they will do in their own time based on their own inner journey and work. And all you can do is focus on your own energy, which again is about getting grounded, listening to your intuition, doing your self-care, knowing that their journey is nothing to do with you. Don't enmesh with that person. You know, remember where you finish and they begin, and really focus on yourself, because we have this transformation from the Death card of you really sort of transforming into new energy. So I see new fresh energy coming in for you, which is going to make you feel much better. I see new romantic options coming in for you with somebody who makes you feel, you know, just happier. And, you know, because there's a lot of heavy energy here, and I just feel like what I'm feeling, what I'm sensing is so much you know, of a barrier and a block that is coming from them, coming from this person that's stopping. You know, I feel that you're offering them unconditional love and friendship and joy, and in return all you're getting back is conditional love in the form of crumbs. Okay, this is really what I'm picking up on. So, you know, you're worth more than that. You are worth more than that, and you're going to have that a realization, that recognition, and this is going to bring this transformation. You're going to be able to walk forward into the light, into your life, into this positivity, and that's going to make you very magnetic. You know, this High Priestess, you know, there's a lot here about manifestation and about what you want love to feel like. Do you want love to feel like this? Do you want a relationship to feel like this? Or is this not, you know, if you were envisaging your ideal relationship, what would it look like? Would it look like this? Or would it feel like this energetically in your heart space? Okay, so you've got to vibrate at the frequency of what you want to attract in your life. So, you know, that's really going to help you to create this transformation. I just want to reassure you that although this person cannot connect with you at this time, it doesn't mean that you're not going to find love, because love is definitely here for you, okay, from the divine selection who is coming in for you, okay, which is much, much better. We have this card protection as well. So it says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So again, I'm just feeling like there's a lot of soul cords, soul connections, or enmeshment with this person that's going on psychically. There's a lot of enmeshment with them, okay? So again, we're talking about calling back your own power. You know, the High Priestess is really about being in your own power and just being ready to receive all the good that the universe has to offer you at this time. I see a lot of good coming in for you, but you know, this High Priestess energy is really about receptivity. It's about receiving good things. So rather than this action-based thing of going out, trying to make something happen, trying to make it work with this person, you know, what do I need to do to be good enough? You know, if only I was like this, or this sort of dwelling and rumination and you know, trying to connect with them, you know, all these psychic connections that you've got. I just feel like it will be more beneficial for you to cut the cords with them. Remember who you are. You're going to instantly feel lifted up and empowered, and then that's going to make you very magnetic, very attractive, and that's going to help you to call in the one, okay? You don't deserve second best, you know. Keep your eyes on the prize, first best for you, okay? First prize, that's all you want. So, you know, there's some advice from Spirit, which is really, you know, if this is making you unhappy or lowering your vibration, really do call back your power. You know, do a cord cutting ceremony or whatever it is that calls to you. Do that, cut those cords, and just come back into your own energy for a little bit. And it may be that that creates the space for that person to come towards you, but Spirit is really saying that you need to stop putting your energy into the connection, reaching out forwards energetically into their space, trying to rescue them, trying to rescue the relationship, trying to overfunction and, you know, do everything in order to try and make it work. You don't need to do that. The High Priestess is really saying, just, you know, lay back on your velvet cushions and just wait for your true love to arrive, okay? Because it's just all about the change that you make within you. The energetic frequency that you make, that you change within you, will make you instantly magnetic, instantly attractive to the person who is in right alignment with you, who will bring you the greatest fulfillment and happiness in this life, okay? So yeah, I'm sorry if that isn't what you wanted to hear, but I see a lot of positivity here in the fact that, you know, there's so much transformation available to you, and that, you know, what I'm just sensing from this person is they've got a heart wall, a blockage towards, you know, a deeper, meaningful connection, which is just nothing to do with you. You just, you know, you can't help that, and you can't help them with it. It's something that they've got to work out on their own. It's their own journey. Okay, so, you know, if you can come into some sort of acceptance and be okay with what doesn't feel okay right now, it's just going to propel you forward, and it's going to change the dynamics of this whole situation as well. But focus on you, follow your bliss, do what it is that brings you joy and happiness, and it will just create the best outcome for you, okay? At this time, I hope that reading has given you some clarity and that it was beneficial for you in some way. And if, yeah, please connect with me down in the comments. Let me know what's going on with you in your lives. You're always in my thoughts. If you feel called to, do check out my collection of guided meditations and affirmations to help you heal your own heart space and attract the love that you desire and that you deserve. Okay? And yeah, have an amazing week. Do take good care of yourselves, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Goodbye. Hey everybody, this is a reading for everybody who picked group number 2. So I'm going to take a look at the energies and see if you should give up on this connection or whether it's worth investing more into it. So we have this 9 of Cups energy. We have emotions are running high from the Moonology deck. We have the card Standstill. We have Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have 6 of Wands. We have the card Temperance. We have the card Challenges from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. We have the Emperor. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. And we have the card Take a Break from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Okay, I'm just going to take a look at these energies here for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that, Aries energy is represented here, as well as Cancerian energy as well, okay? What I'm seeing is that somebody in this connection has been very controlling, and it's been making things difficult and causing some sort of disruption, arguments, resentment. I'm hearing as well, definitely some resentment. So I think there's been some practical matters regarding this connection, regarding this relationship, and somebody has been quite controlling. I'm sensing that they're not really understanding you, that they don't, they're not prepared to meet you halfway in this, that they've not been keeping up their end of the bargain, and that they're just getting very rigid. I'm sensing that this rigidity is come out of their own fear. They want to try and control this situation because they're frightened of their own emotions. They're frightened of you know, just how they're feeling, okay? But somebody in this connection is being very controlling. It's making it very rigid. It's making it very difficult, and it's causing somebody else to feel, you know, confined, like you're not making any progress, like, you know, things have got very difficult, very challenging, okay? So, you know, again, we have this challenges card. So I sense that this connection has been a challenging one recently, okay? So maybe there's been some arguments. I'm sensing here in this energy there's a lot to do with practicality, you know, like maybe it's that you live in different places and you're struggling to you know, make it work on a practical level, or you're not agreeing on the practicalities of this relationship. You know, maybe it's about whether or not you want to make it more serious and get married or move in together, or maybe it's that you can't decide where you want to live, or, you know, just some sort of, or just to do with time, how you spend your time, how much time you spend with them, where you spend that time, okay? They're being quite stubborn, is what I'm hearing, in their opinion with things, okay? You know, so this has brought up a lot of challenges in your relationship, which you really need to, you know, and in this connection, that you really need to work through, you know? If you're not already in a relationship with this person, you know, it could just be that, you know, they're offering you some sort of conditional relationship or connection, or that they just want things all on their terms, all their way, okay? And they're not prepared to meet you halfway, and that we've got this standstill card. So I'm just feeling like everything is sort of ground to a halt a little bit, and you know, and we have Temperance. So I'm sensing, you know, that things are really in stagnation with your person regarding, you know, these difficulties that you've been experiencing with them. You know, I'm definitely hearing that you're not seeing eye to eye on something. I'm hearing that you're not on the same page with this person about something in this connection. It's really relating to something some sort of practical matters, is what I'm hearing, to do with your life circumstances, okay? But, you know, I see a lot of discord here as well, which has been quite difficult for you. You know, we have this emotions running high, so I do feel that maybe things have got a little bit heated with them, some heated exchanges, or you just feel very, very intense, you know, and that your emotional landscape is really taken up with all of this, you know, and there's just not much room for anything else in your mind or in your heart, because you're just you're so consumed with, you know, trying to find the solution to what's, you know, this problem and what's going on with them and why they can't connect, and you know, trying to get them to be more reasonable and less controlling. But it's not really working, and it's just getting very intense. But I feel that their emotions have really risen up and got quite intense as well. Okay. But now I'm sensing you're in like this bit of a stalemate, a bit of a standstill. Perhaps you're in no contact, perhaps you're not talking to each other, perhaps communication has, for some of you in group 2, communication has really broken down a little bit with this standstill card. Okay, so I'm just not seeing a lot of communication at this time. And we also have this card, take a break. So Spirit is really saying, I'm just hearing a lot about divine timing, and I'm just hearing let it settle down, and, you know, let things settle down. Okay, so this is what I'm sensing from Spirit, is that you need to give it a little more time. You need to give your person some more space at this time, and be patient is what I'm hearing with this Temperance card. You've got to be patient with them while they work out that they've been an idiot. Okay, this is what I'm sensing. So if you give them that space, you know, don't be blowing up their phone, don't text them, you don't need to do it in a harsh way. Just pull your energy back, step back energetically, okay? Work towards your own goals and dreams. Do what it is that you need to do at the moment to make you feel better and to bring you into a greater state of balance and peace. This is what I'm hearing as well from this Temperance card, that balance and peace needs to be restored, not just within this connection that we're talking about, but within your own emotional self, okay? So just take some time to let things settle down. Don't be impatient. Things have got to unfold in their own beautiful way and in divine timing and in right alignment. You've got to let things come back into right alignment, because we've gone to wrong town here, I think, with some of this stuff. All of this stuff, these challenges and this controlling energy is all about fears, okay? It's all come as a result of, you know, maybe your fears or their fears. Somebody in this connection has got a lot of fear going on, fear of losing the other person, fear of being without them, fear of being abandoned. It may be triggering, something may have happened that's been triggering old childhood wounds or patterns, okay? I'm definitely sensing that as well. So, you know, what I'm here is give it time, give it more time, invest in yourself, take your energy back away from them so that they can get that clear space, so you're not enmeshed together, so you can work out, they can work out what's their energy and thoughts and emotions, and then you can work out what is your energy, thoughts and emotions separately from one another. Okay, I think the space is going to be very healing, very beneficial for you, and as you return to that equilibrium within yourself, you're going to find that equilibrium returns to you in this connection. Okay, this is what I'm sensing for you at this time. Okay, so yeah, definitely take a break from it, and just, you don't need to go no contact necessarily or be callous or cold. It's just about just withdrawing your energy gracefully and focusing that energy that you've been putting into this connection, these big emotions, back onto yourself, and just letting things come out in the wash and settle down for you. Okay, I'm also sensing, you know, with this Queen of Cups in the reverse, that, you know, you just feel like all the love has drained away, that there was a lot of love in this connection, there was a lot of possibility in this connection, that you really were able to, you know, really be your authentic self, really be heard by this person, and that at this time you're just not sensing that. You feel like you can't connect to them, you can't reach out to them, they're not understanding you, and you feel like all the love that was there, all that deep, deep love and that beautiful, deep connection has dissolved or been destroyed, or you're not connecting with it. You can't feel it anymore. Like, you used to be able to feel that person, and now you can't feel them anymore. You know, you used to be able to sense them in your presence, in your energy, and now you can't do that at this time. Okay, but just really trust in the process. Trust in the process of the unfolding. You know, I know it can feel quite frightening when that happens, you know, and you feel that the love is drained away and that it might not come back. But in the future, there's a lot here. You know, we've got this Nine of Cups. This is a card about a wish being fulfilled. So be very clear about what it is that you want in your life. You know, imagine this connection, this relationship, this situation as it is that you really want to see it in your mind's eye. Okay, now is a time for sort of manifesting how it is that you want. If you're always saying this person isn't listening to me, this person doesn't understand me, I feel so hurt, all of these things, then it becomes your reality. Okay, so this is why it's so important to get recentered in yourself and settle down, and then you can start to envisage this a more successful outcome for you. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. So, you know, really imagine the relationship as you would like it to be. Imagine how you would spend time together. Imagine what you would say to them if you were talking to them in a very direct and clear way, you know, in an authentic way, rather than reacting from, you know, talking to them from a reactionary space out of all of these energies. You can also write them a letter. You don't need to send it to them, but perhaps you can write them a letter so you've got everything very clear at a time when you feel calmer. But this is a card about a wish being fulfilled. So I do see that there's more in this connection. I don't think you should give up on it just yet. I just feel like the energies need to change a little bit. You need to envisage what it is that you really want so you can manifest a really good outcome with this. Okay, but I do see emotional fulfillment still here. I see the love coming back in to this relationship, and I see the relationship, you know, with the Six of Wands energy and this Ten of Cups as being very successful in the future. Okay, so but there is a process to go through, you know, like we were talking about. You know, you need to give your person that space that they need and not fight it, you know. So we've got this Ten of Pentacles, so you know, I see long-term happiness here for you. So I just think this is a little bump in the road. I feel that these problems and challenges can be overcome for you if you are willing to bring light to the situation, bring some energetic space and raise your own vibration within yourself. You know, take your focus on what they're doing wrong, or you know, if it's all like, oh, they're always doing this, they're always doing that. Focus on you and how you can feel good in this situation and during this difficult time. That's going to help to raise your vibration, just shift those energies a little bit. But I see success in this connection. I see that it's worth putting more energy and effort into. I see that there's still love here in this connection, even though it may feel like it has drained away, or you know, that they've been unloving in some way. Okay, so I think that there's a happy future for you here. And also, you know, with this Chariot energy, I do see them overcoming this standstill and sort of rushing towards you, but they're having a little battle within themselves between their head and their heart. So the heart is really saying, you know, that they've got these deep, deep emotions, they can feel this connection, they really love you. But the head is saying, oh, you know, but this is so confusing, I've got, you know, my family to look after, or I've got all these work pressures and responsibilities, or I don't know how to make this work because we live in different places. You know, whatever that practical problem is that we were talking about earlier, you know, that we were discussing earlier, that's very much on their mind. But I do see them coming back towards you, really rushing back towards you with a lot of energy and being prepared to make this work. You know, these are both cards of success regarding this relationship, and they're both cards about overcoming challenges and blocks. Okay, this Chariot card is really about being able to overcome problems and difficulties with grace and with ease. Okay, so I see you finding the solutions to the problems that you're having with this person, and I see you being able to connect and communicate with this person and being able to get over these difficulties, and the love coming back in for you. So I do see that there are some, you know, that you have still got to work through these challenges. I feel that space is the most important thing here, and, you know, not just silence or coldness. You must be warm. You know, when they do come back towards you, you know, do be warm and, you know, open your heart space, be vulnerable to them about, you know, what is really in your heart so that they can connect with you. Okay, don't throw it back in their face if they do come towards you, because they're really coming towards you with the energy of wanting to make this work, of wanting to overcome these challenges. You know, by giving them this space, I think they're going to work it out really quickly. They're going to be like solutions focused. They're going to be focused on the solutions that you need to you know, create a better future together. But, you know, I do see you having happier times together in the future this year and as you go into the future, okay? And being able to overcome whatever blocks it is that are stopping you from connecting at the moment, at this time, okay? So, but when they do come back towards you, it's going to be like quite a fast, forceful energy where they come back. I think it's going to be like a period of quiet, and then it's all going to be all go. It's going to be, you're going to be back together in you know, quite a passionate and productive way, okay? So, sorry, you might hear a bit of background noise there. Yeah, so, you know, I do see that the passion is still there. I do see that the love is still there. And I do see that there is success for, you know, a good future for you together with these cards, okay? So remember, but the message from Spirit in this is just like, let things unfold in their own time and give them that space, both physically and energetically. But remember, when they come back towards you, to be warm, okay? I hope that makes sense for you. I hope it's given you some clarity in your situation today. That's all I have for you in this reading, but it's been my honor to read your cards as always. Thank you so much for spending time with me and being part of the Lumiere family. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what's going on with you in your lives. You're always in my thoughts. Remember, if you feel called to, please check out my collection of beautiful guided meditations for helping to heal your heart space and dissolve any blocks that you have towards love and prosperity, because people have been saying that it has been giving them really good results in their own situations, okay? So do check those out if you feel called to do so. But have an amazing week. Look after yourselves, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Goodbye. Hey everybody, this is a reading for everybody who picked group number 3. So I'm going to take a look at the cards, take a look at the energies, and see what messages we have from Spirit regarding whether or not you should give up on this connection with the person that you are inquiring about today, okay? So we have the 8 of Wands, we have the Sun from the Fountain Tarot, we have 10 of Swords in the reverse, we have Queen of Pentacles, we have the World, we have Knight of Wands in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse, this beautiful card, Opportunities, the card Enjoyment from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, A Time for Healing from the Moonology deck, and Council of Light from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Okay, so this is super interesting. There's a lot of interesting energies here. I see that this person with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, I don't know whether this person that you're inquiring about has been in and out of your life a little bit, or whether this started off as more of a physical thing, just like a passionate thing or a hookup or something that was quite casual and wasn't really meant to be long term. And now it has turned more serious. Feelings have got involved, emotions are now involved in this connection. This is what I'm seeing here. But with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, I see that if this person's been coming out in and out of your life, or if they've been a bit inconsistent, or maybe they've been a bit of a player and they've not really sort of settled on one person and they've just been playing the field a little bit, then what I'm seeing is that this person that you're inquiring about is moving into a time now where they want to settle down a little bit and just pick one person, okay? So they're going to be more consistent is what I'm hearing. They're going to be more consistent in their affections towards you, okay? They're really over playing the field, being the player, and they're looking for something more stable. So I'm sensing that maybe the two of you haven't been quite on the same page about what it is that you wanted. Maybe they were just in it for the fun and you were looking at it for more, you know, wanting a relationship, something more serious from this person, okay? So, you know, this is what I'm seeing here. I'm sensing with this 10 of Swords in the reverse that, you know, this has been very difficult for you. You know, this really is the energy of, you know, being defeated by it and giving up on this connection. But I do see that somebody in this connection is not willing to give up on this connection just yet, okay? So, you know, because it's in the reverse, they're not willing to give up on this, okay? They haven't, you know, although maybe it's been difficult, or you've not been on the same page, or there's been some struggles, then they're not prepared to give up on it, and they're not, you know, they're not going to let it go just yet, okay? This is what I'm seeing, which I think is quite interesting. I feel like with this Strength card, you have had to call on your inner strength during this time, and it's been quite difficult, and perhaps you know, it may be beneficial for you to maybe talk about this situation with somebody and try and get some clarity about it. You know, there's no shame in asking for help with things, but I just sense with this that there's a lot of fear between you two, and that you're not willing to kind of be vulnerable with one another, or somebody in this connection isn't willing to be vulnerable. Because this is what this card is all about. Leo's energy is represented here as well, quite powerfully in several cards, okay? Or possibly a fire sign, all right? But so, you know, what we're looking at here is that someone isn't willing to face their fears. You know, maybe they've got fear of abandonment, or, you know, fear of really expressing their true feelings now because they're, you know, they're frightened of being rejected or something like this. So someone really in this connection really needs to go up and face their fears. You know, maybe they're frightened of having a long-term relationship. Maybe they're frightened about getting rejected. But this is what this is all about. This is what Spirit is saying. Someone is really frightened to sort of come out and face their fears to make this connection happen. It's fear that is blocking the connection right now, okay? I'm sensing also with this King of Pentacles in the reverse that maybe somebody in this connection, there's been some practical matters which have got in the way, some financial issues that have got in the way. Perhaps finances have been a little bit difficult. Maybe they've played a part in why this connection hasn't been very successful. Maybe your person thinks that they haven't got a lot to bring to the table in terms, you know, financially. Or perhaps your person that you're thinking of now, their job isn't particularly secure, or they're only on a short-term contract, or they're worried about redundancy, or they've been made redundant, something like this. And this is really impacting their you know, their mental space, and their, you know, it's just putting a lot of responsibilities on them. I do see also that this indicates that initially this connection wasn't necessarily particularly well grounded. Again, you know, with these two cards together, the King of Pentacles are in the reverse, and the Knight of Wands energy, you know, perhaps it was just meant to be just a fling, or meant to be some fun, or meant to just be flirting, and now it's sort of crept up on you that it's a little bit more serious than that. So I'm sensing that this relationship didn't have the best foundation. It could be that the person was with somebody else when you met them, something like this. But there's something that I'm getting in this general reading which says that the beginning of this relationship, when you first met, it wasn't the best foundation for a long-term relationship for you, okay? And that has been something that you've had to possibly work through, okay? So we have these two beautiful cards, Council of Light. This is all just about your angels and your spirit guides really supporting you through this time and supporting this union, and then also a time for healing as well. So maybe that you're in no contact with your person, maybe that you're in separation, or just, you know, you're just you've just backed off a little bit. Maybe somebody's backed off, you know, and just you know, remove their energy from the connection a little bit. You know, maybe it's not as intense as it was, because, you know, they're just working through their fears, they're facing their fears, but they're also just taking a little bit of time to really connect with themselves and just sort of heal any issues that they have about moving forward with this connection, okay? I see that also, you know, with this Queen of Pentacles energy, that you are feeling much more stable. I sense that you know very strongly what it is that you want. You're very clear about it. I'm sensing that you're really quite empowered, or you're moving into that energy of being quite empowered in your independence, okay? So, you know, if you're asking if you should still invest in this person, or if you should give up on this connection, either way, I see you being very grounded and solid in yourself with this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? You are able to meet your own needs, to provide for yourself, you know, financially and in all ways, whatever it is that you need to bring to your life, to make your life rich and expansive, to learn about yourself, you know, to meet your needs, you know, to go out and have fun, connect with people, to make money, to support yourself. You've got it all going on, but this makes you very magnetic, and the person that you are inquiring about today, they can see that. That's what they find attractive about you. They can see that you can stand on your own 2 feet. I don't see that you've been making like a big fuss about this. I think you're just, you know what you want, you're clear about what you want, and you're just letting your person just kind of work it out for themselves. Okay, so I see as a result of this connection, all the things that have been happening in your life recently, that you've stepped into much greater confidence. And I see that you either have or you're about to step into this much greater confidence, and just being very clear about what it is that you know what you want. Not just from this connection, but in life, and that power to be able to really connect your desires with the material world and manifest what it is that you want. But your person sees you as very grounded, very centered, very like you've really got your shit together, like you know what's going on in your life. Maybe, you know, because we've got like a queen and a king here, one in the upright, one in the reverse. So I'm just wondering if one person in this connection isn't feeling good enough for the other. You know, that maybe they're seeing this person on a pedestal. You know, they're seeing you up, you know, up there on a pedestal. They see you as kind of being a bit too good for them, maybe out of reach. They see all this stuff that you've got going on in your life, where you're working towards your passions and goals, where you're getting all these amazing opportunities. And I just feel like maybe they're a little bit threatened by that. They feel like they haven't got as much going on. They don't feel as confident in their abilities as you are in your abilities. And that is maybe, you know, creating a little bit of a block in this connection, where they just, they feel unsure of themselves. And, you know, again, with the Strength card together, I think maybe your person doesn't have that confidence. They don't have that confidence to come towards you. And they feel, you know, just that they, you know, they don't have the self-esteem. Maybe it's been a little bit triggering for them. Or maybe, you know, it's, you know, affected their self-confidence, and they don't feel with what they've got and with what they're bringing to the table, the money, the personality, you know, what it is that's going on in their lives. They see you as having more, as being sort of higher up. You know, like you've got more, you've achieved more, you're more intelligent, you're more attractive, you've got more friends, you've got more going on in your life. They see you as this kind of, they see you as a prize. You know, they see you as this like amazing prize. You might not be aware of this, but this is how they see you. You know, it's lovely when somebody thinks of you like this, in this energy. So, you know, I think for some of them, they feel like they don't have a chance with you, and maybe that's why they've not connected with you. So, you know, perhaps you need to be open with them. You don't want to be get up all up in their face about like how you're feeling or whatever, but just you know, be warm towards them, and, you know, just give them the impression that you are open to that sort of relationship, that you are looking forward to something more serious and a more committed relationship, so that they can turn this around and be strong enough to come forward with their feelings. Okay, so be warm towards them and just give them hints that, you know, you are interested. You know, shine a bit of light their way so that they know that they've got a chance with you. Okay. So there's so much positivity here as well, which I'm seeing. So I do see this turning around. I do see, you know, your question is, you know, should you give up on this connection? Should you still continue with it? I think there's more in this connection still to come. There's so much positivity here. We have the 8 of Wands here. I do see this person coming forward to you very quickly with clarity and with direct communication. They're going to come towards you and really communicate their feelings and communicate what it is that they want, so that you can end up on the same page. Okay, and then we have the Sun card. So this talks about complete clarity between you both. So any of these lower energies, these muddier energies that you've had in the past. I see clarity coming in for you. I see you having a really good, positive conversation between you both, where you really sort of see eye to eye. You understand each other and what's going on with one another, and you know what it is that you want to do to go forward. So I see you connecting through communication and everything being illuminated for you. So if you've been feeling really confused and really lost about this connection, then just know that Spirit is saying that over the next few weeks, there is going to be this transformation coming in for you, and you know, everything's going to be illuminated. You're each going to understand each other. They will get clarity, you will get clarity, and you will know what to do next, okay? Which is good. We have this beautiful card, enjoyment. We have this card, opportunity, as well. So, you know, I see opportunities for you to connect. I see opportunities for you having good times together in the future, you know, and the sun is all just, you know, about enjoying each other's company. I see you maybe, you know, spending some time together in a sunny place, or in the summer, whenever it is that you're watching this timeless reading, just, you know, maybe traveling together, something like this. So I see positive experience coming in for you that you will share with one another. Okay, so I definitely see happiness, just happiness and joy as a result of this connection. And I've got to say, with the World card, this does speak of a long-term relationship. So, you know, which I think is very exciting. So I do think that this connection has got, you know, really good potential. It's got potential for something long term with it as well. And also I see that you are cycling out of these difficulties. Okay, I think your person is just really, you know, with this time for healing, and you know, these energies that I'm picking up with these reverse cards, you know, they're doing their inner work, they're working it out. Maybe they've been a little bit slow about it, but they are working it out, and this cycle is coming to completion now. So this time, if you're going through a cycle of friendship, then that is coming to an end so that you can go into a relationship. If you're cycling through like a time of challenges and difficulty, then you're cycling out of that. So you've learnt your karmic lessons. I sense that you've definitely learning a lot from one another. I do feel like a great richness in this connection, like you really connect well as friends, like you you know, you vibe really well together, which I think is really beautiful. You know, I don't think you get a connection like this very often in life, okay? But continue to stand in your own power, continue to stand in your confidence, and you know, follow your bliss, do what it is that makes you happy in life, because this is really drawing this person into you. They're getting closer and closer, and you know, they do want, you know, this does indicate a relationship that they want here, and happy times are indicated as a result of that. And you know, the world indicates success generally, but also success in love. And, you know, it can also indicate, you know, leveling up. So it could be a proposal, an engagement, a marriage, something like this could be indicated for you further along the line in the future, even though that may seem unlikely now. But, you know, I do see you cycling out of these difficulties and into something, you know, really, really positive. So I don't think you should give up on this connection. You know, Spirit's really saying just stay in your own power, stay grounded, stay strong, do what it is that you need to do, you know, take care of yourself, put yourself first, and, you know, just be warm and open to this person that you are, you know, asking about at this time, because they are going to come forward to you with a lot of positive energy, you know. So in conclusion, I see them being much more stable. You know, both of these cards, this King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Wands in the reverse, talk of going, you know, they just indicate that perhaps it hasn't been that stable and it wasn't on a very stable footing. But I see like a shift in this and a change. So in conclusion, you're going to be coming into something more stable. Much better communication is coming in for you, where you'll really be able to see the light with this Sun card. And I just see happy times for you, you know, with the Sun, the World, and this card, enjoyment. I just see like a lot of shared emotion, shared connection, shared affection, and just like a lot of investment. I'm hearing a lot of investment in each other, which will feel really good for you. So, you know, don't give up on this connection. I don't think you should. I think it has got potential. I think, you know, what you are feeling, you know, and what you suspect from this person, you know, that sort of your intuition is correct. You know, they are attracted to you. they do want a relationship with you. They're just working through some of their own stuff. But yeah, Spirit just is saying, just, you know, keep doing what you're doing and just let them come to you in their own time, because you know, they don't want to give up on this connection either. They don't want to give up on it either. So, and they do want to talk to you. If you are in no contact right now, then just know that this person is desperate to talk to you. They really, really, really want to reach out. And if they have been a bit of a player in the past and they have messed you around, they realise that they've been an idiot. Okay? Or they didn't value you. This is, I'm seeing this now. They see your value. Yeah, I'm getting that. Sometimes this happens at the end of a reading. So before, they didn't see your value. They just thought you were a bit of fun, or, you know, some attention that you were giving them, and they were enjoying that. And now they see your value. I definitely see that with the Sun card and the Queen of Pentacles together. That's it. They know you're worth it. They see your value. And that is what is freaking them out. That's what's freaking them out, because they know that you are the real deal. You know? Okay. Alright, that's everything that I have for you in this reading today. I hope this reading was beneficial for you and that it has given you some insight into your personal circumstances, and that there's something that you can take away from this reading. You're always in my thoughts. Do connect with me down in the comments. I love to hear what's going on with you in your lives. Thank you so much for spending time with me here. It's been my honour to read your cards as always. I've loved this reading. It's been really, really interesting energies, and, you know, a lot of positivity to come for you. Okay, so, you know, don't reside in fear. You know, stay in your power. This is what Spirit is saying to you now. Okay, do check out, I've just opened a shop called Lumiere Studio, and it's full of beautiful affirmation posters. I'm hoping to decorate my backdrop with some of them soon. So and they're like affirmation posters for sort of helping to raise the energy in your space and in your home, and just bring positivity to you every day, which is good. Okay, so do check those out if you feel called to. They are all underneath this video. You can scroll along and check those out if you want to. But have an amazing week. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye.